Tell All podcast was created as a platform for support, awareness, community. It's a safe place where individuals can discuss hard topics, life changing situations that plague our community, and touch on topics including, but not limited to, silicone removal, cosmetic surgeries, relationships, urban culture, and more.
Tell All exercises its right to have open dialogue and educate, but does not constitute advice or services. We are not providing professional advice from the podcast or the guests and is for private, non-commercial use only.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Tell All podcast featuring your host, JB.
And Brenda Lee.
So, thank you so much for tuning in today. We actually have our lovely guest with us, joining us and giving us some insight.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Sharonda. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. All right, great. All right, so today we're going to kick it off. This episode is going to be primarily about post-op care with lymphatic drainage massages, sculpting, etc. We have a wonderful, wonderful guest on today. She has been working with me for months, and she does outstanding work. So without further ado, we're going to get started on, so how many massages would a woman who just had surgery need in order to see some type of results, or not even results, just being able to have like the drainage leave their body after surgery?
Recommended 15 to 20 massages.
Okay. So right after surgery, 15.
Right after surgery.
Right.
Some places, they'll give you like 5 or 10 massages before you even come back.
Okay.
Depending on where you go.
Okay.
Whether, it's Miami or out the country.
Okay. So with those massages, let's say someone goes into surgery on a Monday. They're released that Monday, so they're resting. So they would come to you Tuesday?
24 hours.
Okay. So like Wednesday.
Within 24 hours. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Then it depends on what they got done.
Okay.
So if it's liposuction, usually between 24 to 40 hours.
Okay.
The sooner the better.
Right. Because I know when we went for surgery and when we was in Colombia, we had, they wanted to start, I guess, immediately, probably like 2 or 3 days later. But it ended up being day 7 for me. What day was it for you?
No, it was the same because they wanted to wait until the drain came out before I started my massages.
Okay. Yeah, I still had drains. And you still do massages with
drains?
With drains, right. So you can get the massages with the drains in, like tummy tucks and different surgeries like that.
Yeah. Because what happens is, so right after surgery, you begin to swell up. So it's best to start early. The early the better.
Okay.
To start massaging and getting the fluid moving through the body.
So can you explain that a little bit to us, and just letting people know how pertinent it is to have these massages afterwards? So when you're getting a lymphatic massage, what does that actually do for someone who just had surgery?
So a lymphatic massage is a gentle massage, and it works like it's like it's not like a regular massage. It's gentle. It's against the skin. It's moving the fluid through the vessels, through the lymphatic vessels that's right under the skin. So what happens is once you get liposuction, it builds up little pockets in between the muscle and the skin.
Okay.
Little fluid pockets. So be as though you just had trauma to your body.
Right.
It compromised the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system, it helps excrete the fluids, anything within the body. So when that is compromised, it needs help to move the fluid.
Okay.
So
and what kind of fluid is it?
Fluid, like, okay, so once it's trauma to the body, rather it's fluid that, okay, so they liposuction. And so while they're doing that, fluid builds up. So it's just like fluid within the body just builds up.
So bodily fluid,
Bodily
basically.
fluid, yeah.
Okay.
So once that builds up, back to compromising the lymphatic system. Once that is compromised, it needs help to move the fluid around until those vessels and stuff can get strengthened.
Okay.
Heal.
So if it doesn't, it causes seromas, right? That's
Yes.
how
So
seromas form.
that's how it's important to get those massages, because if you don't, it causes seroma, fibrosis, even cause infection, because that fluid is just trapped there. And that's something that you don't want. That hardening of the body.
Right. So just for those who don't understand what a seroma or fibrosis is, can we break that down a little bit?
Okay, so it's just fluid that's built up under the skin.
Okay.
So
the seromas, it's fluid built up under the skin, and then what are the causes, or not the cause, but what does it actually do, so okay, this may be a seroma?
Okay, seroma usually, if you press on it, it'll move. Like you'll see the fluid moving. That's the seroma.
Okay.
Now fibrosis, it takes about 6 weeks to build up. Meaning someone who's not getting massages and stuff, fibrosis will develop, and that becomes hard. And you don't want that, because you'll have hard spots in your stomach and stuff like that.
Right.
And the only treatment for that is really to get it massaged out manually.
So fibrosis, is that hard fluid, or is it scar tissue? What is it?
It's more so fluid that hardened up.
Okay. So you have to break that up so it can
right. But we try not to let it get there.
Right. Okay. That's good to know. I know a lot of people think once you have your BBL or your tummy tucks or liposuction, that all you have to do is just wear your garment and that's it. But obviously, it's a lot more that goes into it.
Yes, lot of post-op care is behind surgery.
So, is there a specific step in which you get the lymphatic massages? Right after surgery, is it twice a week, 3 times a week, and then it goes down, or?
At first, you should start off daily. You should get them done every day.
Okay.
And as time go on, you get them done 3 times a week, 2 times a week, like that.
Okay. And I guess you would decide when they would be able to move down to the next tier. I would just say tiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the next stage.
Okay. So then, what about for males? Is the procedure the same, or is it different?
It's the same.
Okay.
Because everybody has pretty much the same lymphatic system.
Right.
Okay.
It's all the same.
Okay.
So for someone that is freshly off the surgery table, 2 days later, they call you up. They say, I need, post-op care. Let's say they had a BBL, because that's obviously what's going around at this point. It's just
right.
the BBLs more than anything. So I've had a BBL. I'm coming in. I need to be, massaged and all of this kind of stuff. That's every day?
Every day.
Okay.
Because
for the first 2 weeks?
Yes,
something
for the first
that.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's every day. It's
okay.
daily.
Yep.
Because usually with BBLs, you get lipo too.
Yeah.
They're lipo on the sides or,
Right.
So it's not that we don't touch the butt, because you stay off the butt.
Right.
So we just massage the waist,
Right.
wherever you got the lipo in.
Right.
We're massaging.
Right. And now with your facility, you offer a numerous amount of things, correct? Like you have the red light, you have the.
Yes.
So tell us about the services that you offer for.
So with my services, I offer the massage, the drainage massage. I have my post-op package. It comes with, sometimes I have to remove stitches. I have to pour the drains.
Right.
Anything that has to do with that post-op care is included in my package.
Okay. And then the tools and things that you work with and have is, I know you have the wooden.
Yeah, I do wood when it's time.
When it's time, right.
So everything is in stages.
Right.
A lot of people want to rush the process, but it's something that has stages, and you have to be patient with.
And you're very patient. You will not go ahead.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you'll be like, nope, I'm not.
Nope, it's not time. Because, with any surgery, you have to heal from the inside first.
Right.
Before you can see results. And I tell all my clients, these are not your results. Just act like, just focus on healing.
Right.
Eating right. staying compressed, getting your massages.
Right.
I was gonna say, and the fluff.
And you have to wait for the fluff.
You have to wait for the
You
fluff.
have to wait for the fluff.
Even
Okay.
if it's a
Fluff
little
will come.
baby fluff like mine, it's
doesn't
just a
matter.
little fluff.
So can
So-
we explain that? What is fluff?
The fluff is the waiting period for the BBL.
Okay. So
Okay,
the
so-
fluff is the waiting period for the BBL.
Mhm.
Then what happens when the fluff happens?
Then
Happy.
it's the fluff.
It's the
What's
fluff.
what's the fluff?
All right, so basically,
Oh, your butt
it
enlarges.
just it fluffs. So
Yes.
like,
Okay.
like if you get it done, like let's say you get it done January 1
Mhm.
and you come see her January 3, you're gonna say, oh, okay, you might like your results immediately. Some may not experience that desired shape that they want, but like 2-3 months later, now everything is settling and it fluffs out. It gets bigger. Like
Okay.
I've seen images of women that you've showed me
Yeah.
where it's like this was day 1, this is month 3. You're like, damn, that's
And
the
this
same.
is month 6. This is what people don't understand. Surgery, you have to have patience
Yeah,
because up until a year, your body is still changing.
exactly.
Especially like the first couple months.
Right.
You may look at your body and you like, well, what's going on? Then you may look at your body one day, like a couple days later, like, what the heck?
Mhm.
Like, this is looking nice. So
Mhm.
you have to be patient and you have to allow your body to heal
Right.
and to come into its form.
Okay. And you help with that, with the shaping
Yes.
and
Yes.
the building. Okay. So I just want to take it back a little bit because I know you offer services with wood and the red light.
Yes.
What does
contour,
the
body
red
contour.
light do?
So the red light actually helps with healing.
Okay.
It does burn fat.
Okay.
I use the red light with really all my services, with my massages and everything.
Okay. And then the wood therapy, what does that do?
So the wood is like when you're like, I don't use wood. Well, I use light wood maybe like 3 or 4 months I started
Mhm.
after,
Okay.
and it's like just a contouring technique. It's
Oh,
a
nice.
very old technique,
Okay.
and it helps contour.
Mhm.
So that's another thing. Once you buy 2 of my packages, I add in radio frequency. I add in, which is skin tightening. I
Okay.
add in cavitation. I add in wood, whatever it needs. I need to get you to
Okay.
and
And what's cavitation, just so our viewers know?
breaking down the fat.
Okay.
So it's a machine that we use that breaks down the fat.
So you getting people right.
Yeah.
So they need to know where to come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What's the name of your facility?
Sista's Recovery Spa.
Sisters Recovery Spa, guys. Y'all need to go see her.
Very much so. Highly recommend. I'm still seeing her. I'm going to continue to see her.
And you have to maintenance anything that you do.
Right.
You know, some people think they could just get surgery and that's it. No, you have to keep up your maintenance.
Okay.
You have to keep it up.
So what do you tell those who consider getting another surgery maintenance? They got a BBL.
Mhm.
Now they're starting to gain weight again. They're going
Okay.
back for a BBL. That's their maintenance.
So they're going back because they want a bigger body.
No, they're going back because they gained the weight and now they need to get back in shape again. And that's how they use
So are they going back for lipo?
Mhm.
lipo and
Okay.
doing another transfer or whatever they want to do.
My number one recommendation is your faja.
Okay.
Your faja.
She
That-
swear about it.
Listen, I'm serious. Like that
Right.
has to become your best friend.
Okay.
Some people want to jump out that faja. Stay in your faja up to a year.
Okay. So I know fajas have stages with them.
Right.
You have your post-op stage. You have
Which is
a
the
step
first week.
down from that.
Mhm.
Right.
You go into stage 2,
Right.
and mainly most of the time you're in your stage 2.
Okay. So
You're in
for the
stage 2,
year, they should stay in stage 2.
stage 2.
Okay.
You're in stage 2,
Okay.
and I recommend because as you stay in your faja, your waist becomes slimmer, so you have to get it alterations,
Okay.
which we only take in the sides
Got it.
because it goes,
Mhm.
and we need the room for the fluff.
Mhm.
So that's why we only go in the sides,
Okay.
taking the sides.
So you offer that service as well?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So
Instead of having to buy a whole nother faja,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing.
just taking it in as you get smaller, then you can
And
have
then-
the alterations done.
What a lot of people understand, they go get a lot of ladies, they get surgery and they don't take out for their post-op care.
Right.
So when you're planning your surgery, your doctor or whatever, take out for your post-op care because your post-op care is really what determines your results.
It is.
Once you get off of the surgeon table, they're done with you. Like,
They
that's
are.
it.
They are.
Right. So
They don't
that's
care what it looked like
So,
at that point.
Yeah.
I think this is what Columbia taught me, because I'm getting ready to go into my fourth reconstruction surgery, and no one ever told me I needed lymphatic massages. I didn't know what
And they
that
don't.
was until going to Columbia and having it done there.
And it was mandatory.
And it was mandatory.
and
It was included in their
Exactly.
package.
Exactly.
So
And
why do you think that?
well,
That's
now,
important.
now I
He knows,
know.
yeah.
But before, these surgeons are not giving these instructions out. They're not
They're not.
telling people.
Nah.
Which is why Brenda and I wanted to have a segment specifically on it, so that those who didn't know, like myself, could be aware of this and plan, as you said,
Right.
to put the money aside and get the lymphatic massages done right
Because
after.
you need boards, you need phones. Like, these
Right.
are more expensive that you have to kick out
Exactly.
in order to get your results, because you don't want to lose. You don't want to waste your money.
Right.
Right.
And so that's what kind of pushed me to do this,
Okay.
which pushed me to this, to doing massages and stuff, because we would see, Philly girls always get their body done, come back looking like they ain't got their bodies done. So
Right.
after actually seeing clients and talking to clients and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's because you don't have good post-op care.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So if you go get surgery, you go get lipo, you don't get the massages, you're swelling back up, you're hardening back up, so it doesn't look like you did anything. You're sitting on your butt.
Right.
Like, you're not getting the proper information that you need for your results
Right.
to look good.
Exactly.
And the surgeons not telling. They don't tell them.
They don't.
I had people come like, well, he said I need to wear a fob. You have to wear a fob.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. My surgeon was definitely all about, you better stay in this thing for
Yeah.
3 months at least.
Yeah, that was the max. I mean,
Yeah.
not the max, the minimum.
The minimum is 3 months.
You'll be surprised what I encounter
Wow.
on a day-to-day basis with, women.
Wow. So can you tell us a little bit about your background, just so the guests can know?
Sure. I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So she knows what she's talking about.
Right.
Post-op specialist.
Okay.
Body contouring specialist.
Nice. Okay. So you're not just a pop-up shop.
No.
Because I feel like it's a fad right now with people seeing, oh, yeah, lymphatic drainage is popular now. We're going to open up this pop-up shop, and now we're just going to do lymphatic drainage. And
Talk about it.
And it's
Talk
going to be
about
hard.
it.
We got to push and really get in there and make sure we
And
get
that shit
moving this.
hurts.
No.
So can you explain
not supposed to hurt.
what's
No.
the true process? Because people are just popping up places. They're not a nurse and certified as yourself.
Right.
And they're doing lymphatic drainage, but they're not doing the proper technique. So can you
So-
explain that to us?
It's important. So not only is it important to get post-op care, it's important to get proper post-op care. Because like I said before, it's not just a regular massage.
Right.
You have to know your pressure points. You have to know where to, make the fluid go. What lymphatic points to push it to and to open up. You need to know what you're doing.
Right.
So is
And-
it hard? Is it supposed to be
No, it's not
like
supposed
deep tissue pressure?
No.
Like-
So you have your skin and you have your lymphatic vessels right under the skin. So if we're pushing too hard, we're blocking it and we're causing hardness. But if we're moving at a certain pressure, where as though we're pushing it, to where it's supposed to go, so it can come out, then we're going the right way.
So it's a light touch.
A light touch. It's
So-
a gentle touch. It's not supposed to hurt.
Okay.
Of course, if you're new when you're coming, you're already sore.
You're very
But
sore and tight.
when you're done, you're supposed to feel good. You're supposed to be going to the bathroom. You're supposed to, by the time you get your massage and you get back in your faja, it's a relief. It's supposed to feel like a relief. It's not supposed to feel like somebody went in there and
beat you up.
beat you up.
Honestly, when I got mines done, I felt like I was definitely in WWE ring
You
No.
got.
getting DDT.
I was about to say
I was
that.
in there
Choked out.
crying. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God. And
Yeah.
it hurt
And-
so badly. But
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it was the technique, the pressure,
or
or
because
the
of surgery, right?
or because of the surgery. I mean, they are very invasive in Colombia.
No, you should be like, oh, I can't wait to get my massage. I need you.
Yeah,
They're the type of calls that I get. Like, I
Right.
need you. I need you. I need you. I need you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you come home with me?
Right.
Yeah, that's
You know.
see. I'm coming to you. I'm getting my reconstruction
you should
Tuesday, so
be-
Wednesday I need to be in your office
Right.
or your spa. rather.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Wednesday, Thursday. You should be licensed to touch because I went to New York and I took a post-op course, and
Okay.
you had to be licensed to touch. So I don't know how they're out here doing these post-op services.
I
If
don't
you're
know.
not- You have to be licensed. You have to be either a nurse, a physical therapist, a licensed physical therapist, a licensed esthetician, in order to provide these services.
Got you. Okay.
Because along with that, like how you pulling out drains and cutting up stitches if you're not licensed to do these things?
Yeah.
And those things are important because, I mean,
So listen, I know we had a conversation in private about an additional place, a separate place, who was putting air in people.
yes.
Tell us about that story. So you had a client.
So I had a client. I had a few clients. They came in and they had surgery, and they went to a certain place, and they put carboxy. They gave them carboxy, which is oxygen, into their stomach. And I'm like, well, why would they do that? So they're telling me, like, because it's hard. I'm like, well, why would they put oxygen if it's hard? It's not going to do nothing but make it even harder.
Wow.
So instead of them taking their time and actually massaging it out, they're putting air in it, and they're using wood therapy on clients that's 5 days post-op.
Oh my God, wood therapy hurts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was 4 months post-op, and I was in there like,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what? This
And
is
imagine
why.
You have to go to someone who knows what they're doing.
So
That's-
it
that's
was
why
like,
it's so important.
and it's
Yes.
a frequently visited establishment.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's like people go for the name. Oh, I'm going to X
Yeah,
marks the spot.
yeah.
Oh, you going there? Okay, I'm gonna go there too. They go for the name. They don't go for like what actually is going to work for them. You understand? And people try to take the cheap route too.
Yeah.
The cheap route ain't what it's supposed to be because
Well,
you
like
gonna
they
get what you
always
pay
say,
for.
you get what you
You
pay
get what
for.
you pay for.
Exactly what
And
you
I
said.
have clients that tell me, "Oh, well, your massage is too much." I'm like, "Okay, well, go where it's cheap."
Yeah,
Guess
go
what?
where it's cheaper.
And they were
exactly.
calling me right back, like, and I'm like,
And then you gotta come
and then I
and
gotta
fix-
come, and you want me to sit here
Yeah.
and fix their problem, which I don't mind, but now the price ain't gonna be the same.
No, it's
Right,
not.
exactly.
Because you just bought a couple packages over there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to come back and,
Right.
Right, but you're a nurse. Let's just say that again.
She's
Who?
a all-in. Yeah.
Who?
RN who is licensed.
No, LPN. I'm LPN.
LPN. Okay, LPN. Sorry.
Who's
LPN, but
licensed.
she's still a
Who's
nurse.
licensed.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
And someone who have gotten the surgeries
okay.
as well, who
Right.
has experience.
So you have experience on both ends.
Who is 100% in love with fires? Let's just say she
And I'm
is the
big on
spokeswoman.
education.
Yes.
I'm big on educating my clients. When they
Right.
come in, they're leaving out with things that they didn't know.
Okay.
I'm big on education because, you need this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, you're
You need to know
educating me
what's going
today.
on. You need to know, what's going on with your body, what you need, what you don't need.
Right.
That's important.
It is important. I mean, I've learned a lot with you
And you'd be
sitting
surprised
here
what,
tonight.
a lot of the girls don't know. They
Oh,
just
I-
don't know.
I didn't know either, to be honest. Like I
Yeah.
said, before November, I had no clue.
Yeah.
No clue. And I was in my 3rd reconstruction then and had no idea. So now I'm going into my 4th. But I didn't find out until my 3rd.
Until your third.
And I had to go out the country to find that out.
to go out, right?
Because doctors over here, I know two different doctors. One doctor in Chatsford and one doctor in New York. After surgery, it's like so the one in Chatsford was like earlier in the 2012, 14 era, whatever. Oh, studies haven't shown that there hasn't really been any significance of massages, blah, blah, blah. So back then I was trying to get him and he was like, no. So I listened to him and didn't do it, right? So then now we fast forward to having like, the big surgery last year in January. And the doctor was like, okay, give it some time. Your body needs to heal. And then you can get some massages. But then months later, I'm like, okay, so is it okay? Can you clear me to get these massages? And he's like, I don't think it's going to do anything. So it's like, what do you mean?
I feel like the surgeons know about their job.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know the surgery part.
Right.
They don't know what goes on afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do have some surgeons that like, I've had clients like, no, my surgeon said I have to get these massages.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play about these massages.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you have surgeons that I really feel like, once you're off the table, that's all they're concerned about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is as soon as you're
yeah.
well,
Don't
you're
eat
healed,
fatty
you're
foods.
done.
Don't do
Yeah,
this.
but they don't tell you like what foods to eat or
So I was going to say that.
to get the optimal results.
Right. So, do you guys put together a meal plan?
We don't. But,
Okay.
I mean, I will if you need me to.
The only thing is for me, when I had my last, not this third one, but my second reconstruction, I had an issue with fat staying.
Mm-hmm.
But they never told me you had to eat certain fatty foods to at least allow what was transferred from one part of my body to my butt to live. And
such as what?
Such as salmon, such as avocado, such as almonds and cashews. That was high in fat to help at least, because people don't understand, when you do a fat transfer, not all the fat is going to live. Some of it dies.
Right.
It does.
Most of it dies, actually.
Right.
So it's certain
Depending on
things
where
that you
you
need
go.
to do.
Depending on where you go. Because you have, I know DR and Colombia, they insert their fat different.
Okay.
So they go under the muscle with their fat. That's why you're able to sit on your behind when you go over there. Here, they go under the skin. So
Right.
Of course, the fat's going to die.
Okay.
So my biggest thing, the biggest thing about saving a BBL is staying off your butt. You have to stay off of it.
right.
You cannot sit on it for the first 6 weeks. Even after 6 weeks, less. If you don't have to sit on it, don't sit on it. If you can go longer, you can lay stomach or something like that.
Right.
The next thing, don't wear panties. If you're going to wear panties, wear bloomer. Those big grandma
Yeah.
panties. Don't wear jeans. I see a lot of girls in jeans.
Wow.
Why are you wearing jeans? Just clean
So how
fat
do you
cells.
feel about tights or biker shorts?
No.
So like
No tights.
something loose.
Loose.
Yeah.
Grandma dresses.
Okay.
Grandma
Your
dresses.
thigh high and a grandma dress.
Exactly. That's all you need.
Okay.
The tightness you're going to get from the faja, and then
The
everything.
tightness is going to come here from the faja. And another thing, the faja rounds. The people like, well, why can't I just no? Because the faja rounds this part, and the faja serves the leg part, which is forming the butt.
It
Gotcha.
is.
Because everybody want that hourglass, and a lot of people don't understand that hourglass come from that intersection.
It
and
does.
tucking in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not only that, I see a lot of people smoking hookah.
Really?
You can't
Wow.
smoke cigarettes
Yeah.
Or drinking, right?
or drink.
Right.
All that affects your surgery.
It does.
So what would you say they need to
Stay off everything
prolong it to
for 6
how?
months.
6
I
months.
always
Okay.
say 6 months.
Okay.
Right.
People want to say, 3 to 3. No, listen, I just spent 12,000, on this body.
Right.
You need to do what you need to do
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
to get these results.
Because then you're going to be right back at the doctor's
Yeah,
office.
you're gonna be right
getting-
back.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes, and it may not be. Sometimes I feel like they don't give you these instructions because they want you to come back.
Right.
You know, like
That's their money.
It benefits them.
yeah.
Exactly.
So BBLs, stay off the butt.
okay.
Stay off the
You
butt.
hear that, lady? Stay off that booty.
Stay out of them
For
jeans.
at least, how many?
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
6 weeks.
Minimum.
No jeans, no
Minimum.
tights.
No jeans, no tights, no tight panties.
No
No
hookahs,
tight panties, no
drinking.
hookahs,
hookah.
no drinking.
No,
No
all
fried
that affects
foods.
your surgery.
Look, no fried foods.
No fried chicken.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with some fried chicken.
No, we talking about like right after surgery,
Oh, no,
like
no.
day one.
Day
No,
one,
no, no,
you
You frying some
No.
goddamn chicken.
your anesthesia done wore off and you fried chicken.
and rest. People don't understand.
Oh,
Stop
that's
coming
super important.
home
Right.
and doing a million things. All that has to do with your recovery.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I always tell the ladies, us as women, soon as we hit that door, we're doing everything. Whether we got kids or not, because we're cleaning, we're doing this, we're taking care of the kids. You need time to heal.
Mm-hmm.
You need time to heal.
Right.
Take that time off. That's why I love like DR and stuff, because they don't let you go for 14 days. You need those 14 days,
Right.
because you know once you come home you're gonna be doing this and that.
Mm-hmm.
All that affects your recovery.
So I know maybe not doing all of that, but still moving around though, because I know
it's best that you do move around some.
Right, but you don't need to be washing clothes, cooking dinner,
No.
washing dishes,
Staying
and
up on your
mopping
feet.
and sweeping.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Stay in those Ted stockings to prevent those blood clots.
Okay.
Oh, that's super important.
And
That's
how long
super
do you need to
important.
stay in those?
Each person I always tell my girls it depends on age. And
Okay.
it depends on so from the time that you walk into my facility, the time that you walk in, I'm already looking at you. I'm already assessing you. I'm looking at see if you're swollen. I'm touching, I'm feeling to see what's going on, because everyone is different. I notice a lot of the older women have swelling issues.
Okay.
So that they may need to be in their test stockings a little bit longer.
Is that 40s,
Then the younger
50s,
girls.
or is that 50s, 60s?
I don't know. We talking about 35, 40s.
Okay.
From
Okay.
35 on up.
Okay.
Damn, we in the
Stay-
old hen. The old
Red
hen.
stockings.
Yes, especially keep those test stockings on coming home on an airplane.
Oh, that's a must.
Oh yes.
Keep them on. Keep them on.
Okay.
And take blood thinners if you're on an airplane.
Yeah.
Gotta have
What
that.
else?
Blood clots are very, very important.
Oh yeah. You want to handle those.
Yeah.
You don't need to get a blood clot unnecessarily.
Hell no. It'll take you out of here.
And stay in that 5. You know I'm a 5. Keep them boards on at that 5. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So what are the boards for? What kind of boards?
Well, boards is the flatten.
Okay. So
Flatten.
what kind of boards should they be? Because I've seen.
You got
Foam?
fab boards. No, foam is foam.
Foam.
Foam isn't boards.
Okay, so foam.
So it's lipofoam.
Lipofoam is for the swelling.
It's for the swelling and protection against the fire in the skin. Because
Oh, okay.
you know, at the surgery, the skin, and that's another thing. The skin is very sensitive. So bruising, anything, you know. So you want to protect that skin. You want to wear a t-shirt. A lot of people don't know how to put everything on.
Right.
So when you come to me, I'm teaching you how to put everything.
Okay.
You have to wear a t-shirt because you can get a fire burn.
Okay.
And then you put your foams, and then you put your board, and then you put your fire.
Oh, so you need to have foam boards and fajas.
Yes.
Oh, so we were looking like a Michelin man for a little bit.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay. I do have the boards. I had like they come in so many different.
Front board and back board.
Right. So the one that has the round top, is that the front or the back? Because there's one that has a real pointy top, and then one have the round.
So
top.
one round and pointy, that probably is the back board.
That's the back. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a back board, and then they have like just a little board, little.
Okay, just for the
Board.
front.
No,
And-
for the back.
Oh, for the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's different. It's different boards, but you got your front board, you got your back board. Then you
Okay.
got side boards.
Yeah.
Do you
The
need
side-
all of that?
You don't necessarily need a side board, but you know,
Front
it's
and
up
back.
to you.
Okay. But front and
The
back is
side
important.
Front and
boards be
back.
coming out.
Yeah, they
so
do.
They do come out.
Yeah, they do come out.
And they get uncomfortable because
Yeah.
it obstructs the front and the back. So if you're going to do it, just do the front and the
the
back.
front and the back.
If you're going to do the sides for one day, do the sides.
Okay. Okay, this is all good information. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm like, all right, because I know when I got out of surgery the last time, not in Columbia, but my reconstruction number 2, she put boards on me. I did have not boards. I'm sorry, foam on me. So I had that on for a week,
Okay.
and then I had to get out of that and go into the faja. So yeah. But it was kind of hard having the boards with the stitches because I felt like they rubbed.
So no. So if you get, which means the stitches, the tummy. So if you get a tummy tuck, you don't put the board in until you're fully healed.
No, I'm talking about from the liposuction. She gave me stitches in the insertion areas where she took the fat.
Oh. Were they dissolvable? You had to get them taken out.
That's different, right?
What?
That process is different.
Oh, I mean, some surgeons they all do.
I
have
know
their
everybody
own
have
way.
their own way of
They all
doing
have
it.
their own way.
I had preferred when I had got lipo and stuff was to let it seep out on its own. I
some people
don't like it to be with the stitches.
Some people
Yeah.
don't like stitches.
It leaves the marks more, whereas though the other ones for me, especially with my light complection, would allow for the drain to come out. So I would be draining, and I would have to have the puppy pads in the bed and stuff like that. Probably for like at least 5 days. Around 6 or 7, it kind of squares off, and then you're pretty much
It's
good
like
to go.
they do drainless. They
Okay.
don't put the drains in. They just let everything seep out.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that. And in terms of the scarring, I don't have scarring from that.
No.
Now, when I went to Colombia, he did dissolvable stitches. I have scarring from those dissolvable
Really?
stitches.
Okay.
I didn't have scarring at all
I think
from the
when
other ones.
Yeah, I had scars for a while.
Really?
They eventually go away, but
Yeah.
I think even you can still even see like in the middle of my back, you can see where it was a stitch at.
Okay. Yeah, I have just dark spots right now from just November.
Yeah, because he gave me dissolvable ones, and I was relieved until I noticed that I'm now scarred from it. Whereas when I had the ones that you had to take out, there's no scarring at all. I don't even know where they were.
So with new people coming fresh out of surgery, looking for a massage tech, or what would you like to be called? Massage
Specialist.
Massage
Post-op
queen.
specialist. She is a post-op specialist.
She is a post-op specialist, ladies and gentlemen. We had to correct that. But when someone wants to look you up, where would they look you up at?
Google. I'm on Google.
Okay.
Instagram, Sisters Recovery Spa.
All right, y'all hear that? Sisters Recovery Spa. And where are you located?
126 South 60th Street in West Philadelphia.
Okay.
Right there in West Philadelphia. You can park right out front. Buzz to get let in.
Yep.
And what else? Let me
I was
see.
going to ask you, so you mentioned you had packages.
Yes.
How much do your packages start at?
So my packages are you get 5 massages for $400.
Okay. So 5 for 400, and then you need to have 10 to 20.
Yes. So after your second, if you buy 2 packages with me, not at the same time, but if you finish one package, then you buy another package, your massages go down to $50 a massage.
Come on, y'all can't beat that. And she is the bomb.
So, and I add a cavitation
Right.
wood with it.
Okay. So without the packages, how much is one massage
$90.
by itself? So $90. So you're saving $40
Exactly.
by getting the 2 packages and then having your individual massages afterward.
And for the rest of the year, you come and it's $50 a pop.
You can't beat that.
You can't. That's
You
going
cannot
out to
beat
dinner.
that.
That's going out to dinner real quick.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to prepare for your post-op care, you now know you need to incorporate at least $400 to $800 or more for your post-op massages.
And faja. She has the faja.
Well, realistically speaking, I would say that they would need to put at least $1,200 to the side. That's a minimum, because you figure 2 packages plus another faja plus the other stuff, the boards and or like any creams and stuff that you may need.
Yeah.
So all of that adds up. So I
All
would
that
say like
stuff
a
will
minimum,
add up.
right, of
Yeah.
about $1,200. Is that accurate?
About $1,200.
Yeah, about $1,200.
Okay, well, you hear it. Put another $1,200 aside, so when you already have your $14,000 that you've been quoted for your surgery, add another $1,200 at least
Right.
Post-op.
for your post-op care, because that is
Absolutely.
very, very, very important.
Super important. I'm on my way to get back snatched, because I've been picking out these past 2 months, but she gonna get me back.
Well, I already told you I'm going down on Tuesday, so I will be seeing you Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm getting my packages today, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting my packages because I already know that post-op care is super important, especially if it's your one and only surgery and you want to have the most maximum results you can have.
Optimum
Definitely optimum results. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely do your post-op care. Even with me, I'm doing reconstruction. I mean, I'm making this last one. This one on Tuesday, my last one. Regardless of what happens, this is it for me.
That's
And I'm going to do everything that we
Right.
were taught today to get the optimum result.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. Well, we want to thank you for coming out
Yes,
and
thank
speaking
you
with
so
us and
much.
our audience. You've been very, very knowledgeable and helpful with everything with myself and for our listeners.
Absolutely. Is there any other takeaway you would like our listeners to know that we may have not mentioned? Okay.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah, we
Yes.
definitely covered everything.
Well, thank you all again for
guys.
tuning in. And that is us for today.
We'll see y'all next time.
Season 1 wrapped
All
up.
wrapped up.
Take care, guys.